for both these two teams, looking for a qualification berth to World Cup in China in 2019. Yep, Kazakhstan versus Qatar. And it is a do-or-die game for a couple of these teams today. In terms of Game 4, they do not want to go into a situation where they got too many losses going into that final window in June. As for Qatar, they managed to pull off a victory against Iraq, 77-66 a couple of days ago. And Kazakhstan returning from Iran, where they ended up with a 21-point loss eventually, 75-54. There you see the scores in terms of what has happened. And it is a big couple of games here for Kazakhstan, Qatar, and Iraq, really. Iran, the really runaway leaders of this group. They're unbeaten. They're not quite unbeaten. They did drop a game to Iraq. I remember doing that game in window number 1, but Iran high favorites for this Group D action here. There you can see Iran sitting on top. Kazakhstan doing very well, 2-1. They will go on top of the group with a win today, and will go level pegging with Iran if they come up with their victory in probably what's going to be a good little rematch, Iran versus Iraq. Iraq taking that first game around, looking for a bit of retribution maybe. So we're very close to game time. We're going to get these players onto the benches. You can hear the familiar FIBA music, which means ushering everybody to the benches. And then we're going to be very close to game time. Referees saying benches, 3 minutes. Intros first of all. There's the Qatar team, head coach Tim Lewis there, of English origin. Grew up on the south coast in England. And now vies his trade around the world. Been head coach of Malaysia or Singapore, I think it was. I'm not sure. Current slips my mind right now. I know he's doing some work in the Philippines too. And now head coach of the Qatari national team. As you can see, this arena is a velodrome here in Astana. Beautiful looking venue. The only trouble is the fans are quite detached from the playing arena. Good 20 meters away from what's going on central to the court, the floor there. But it is a spectacular sight here in Kazakhstan. So we'll get the players onto the floor. We'll join the courtside announcer to get the players in and ready to play.
Assistant coach Zaidan. And now please welcome the national of Kazakhstan with number 1.
Номер 1 Денис Дегтярев.
With number 2. With number 6.
Номер 6 Шарин Куана.
With number 7.
Номер 7 Николай Пашин.
With number 9.
Номер 9 Вадим Щербак.
With number 10.
Номер 10 Руслан Усагалиев.
With number 13.
Номер 13 капитан команды Руслан Михаилов.
With number 17.
Номер 17 Александр Шамулин.
With number 20.
Номер 20 Антон Быков.
With number 24.
Номер 24 Дмитрий Гаврилов.
With number 21.
Максим Марчук.
With number 31.
Номер 31 Анатолий Колесников. Главный тренер команды Михаил Карпенко.
So now we'll have national anthems for both teams.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, national anthem of Qatar. please remain standing for the national anthem of Republic of Kazakhstan.
Anthems dispensed with, players group, and we'll shake hands and exchange mementos here in Astana. This is the second window of World Cup qualifying. 4 games will have been played at the end of today by both these two teams. Qatar sitting a 1-2 record. They recently just got their first win in a game over Iraq. Kazakhstan with 2 victories. They sustained their first loss exactly 2 days ago as well to Iran. Nujaim, Imran Baig and Ceciline Victor of, I think that's India and Indonesia, but I will check that to see where our 3 referees do come from. We've got 3 minutes left of warm-ups here in this beautiful Velodrome arena in Astana here. If you haven't seen much of Kazakh basketball, well, you'll be surprised. As the Qataris line up there, Mansour El Hadri returns for the second window. One of the experienced point guards. He's number 7. Watch out for Ali Irfan, Mohamed Mohamed, 10 and 11. They also provide much inspiration. Interesting enough, Johnson doesn't play. He did play the other day with his 17 points, but not in the lineup for this game here. Makes me wonder what that decision is by head coach Tim Lewis there. So he will know best about his lineup, but no Johnson today. Mo Mohamed, Ali Irfan, the 2 veterans at 10 and 11 inside. Suleiman Khalid, Abdurrahman Saad and Mansour Al Hadri. The return of Al Hadri is important for this team because he is probably the premier point guard the Qataris have. And that will be much inspiration. Qatar did lose in Iran 39-65. Very low scoring for the home team, but also Qatar could only manage 39 points themselves. Here's a Kazakh squad with plenty of experience, just having that time now where they have to develop some new players. Muzagaliev, Yagali, 10 and 13, will be much needed in the guard position, but also they are trying to replace Anton Ponomarev, recently retired from international duty. There's your lineup: Muzagaliev, Yagali, the guard position, Zhigulin, Bykov, and Kaleshnikov will offer much resistance in terms of around the bucket and in that painted area. Well, the Kazakh basketball does play in European leagues, and they usually play in what's called the Adriatic League, the VTB League, as it's known today, with a lot more. Let's see, a lot more travel around the Russian area. Let's see what Lewis has got here, starting off for the Qataris.
Number 4, Abdulrahman Mohamed Saad. Number 7, Mansour Atif El Khaldari. Number 10, Mohamed Yusuf Mohamed. Number 11, Irfan Ali Said. Number 22.
После этого 5-й идет на пик сюда. Если пик сыграли, тогда этот сюда уходит, падает и фол он здесь играет, этот игрок отсюда из поста.
So Mikhail Karpenko there. Tim Lewis just final few instructions for the players, and they can get them out onto the court, get the nerves over and done with, and get this game up and running. If Kazakhstan get their third victory, you'd think that might be enough to put them into the next round. Qatar will be searching for their second victory to give them an opportunity maybe to knock off Iraq, who might be looking at the...
We can pull in, okay? We can pull in. He's not going to be as 13, and those guys we can help off a little bit more here right off the start. All right, here we go. Come on, let's go.
I was going to say, Iraq might be the team that everybody's looking to become bottom of this group now, even though Iraq did produce that shock victory against Iran at home. They've had a couple of games since that have not been as fruitful, and they play Iran today in a game that will be, I would imagine, probably an Iranian victory, but you never know. Mohammed Hadid is back for Iran, and 20 points and 20 rebounds the other night proves that he's back on song. There's Ali Irfan, long-time servant of Qatari basketball. So we're almost ready here. Game day 2 in second window, World Cup qualifying, and in for China 2019. Qatar versus Kazakhstan here in Astana. Referees set to jump in or step into that circle with the ball. Get this one underway. It's a smattering of fans have turned up for this one. They're almost lost in this arena because it's so big and so far away from courtside, but beautiful setting here, there's no doubt about it. Here we go. We are up and running, and El Hadri will get the first bite of the cherry for Qatar. Saad pops out here, 4. Good shooter here, Saad. Saad goes in off the backboard. Irfan the rebound, and we have our first foul of the game. Muzialiev at the back, just trying to back Ali Irfan.
Number 10, Rustam Murzagaliyev, first personal foul.
Not clear from that replay exactly where that foul was going to be. One of the areas I think Kazakhstan will have to be mindful of is this rebounding area. Qatar will go to the boards. Ali Irfan, Mohd Mohammed there, just stepping in early. Irfan misses the second free throw. And I think because Mohd Mohammed stepped in, they're going to say sideline ball. If the ball had gone in, they wouldn't have worried about it. Here's Muzagaliev, guarded by El Hadri. 17 is Zhigulin, 31. Kolesnikov. Muzagaliev low post, chased out of it. Very minded by El Reis, and El Saad lays it up down the other end. Good little turnover there from Qatar. Got the bit between their teeth now, haven't they, since that victory the other night. 2 long 2, I think it was. Well, the referee did put his hand up for a 3. It was a 3 indeed. El Hadri. And that could be a turnover. It's not been touched by a Kazakh player, so therefore a turnover against Qatar. So what started off as a bright start has now been, the fire has been doused quickly by Karpenko's men. Muzagaliev. 31, Kolesnikov. Beautiful look inside, and a nice looking shot there. Twenty is Bikov.
Number 10, Mohammed Yusuf Mohammed, first personal foul.
So Bikov in the game. Didn't play in the Asian Championships this past summer. And that's 6'7", 6'8". He's going to play that post position, but very mobile, can shoot a bit. And drops both free throws. So really, and a turnover straight away against Qatar. A lot of problems right now. Shot is good from Yagali. First 3 of the night for the number 13 he is Ali Saad. Back to El Hadri. So a lot of pressure from Kazakhstan early in this game. Here's Saad. Down low to Irfan. Irfan goes backboard a little strong. Mohd Mohammed can't pick it up off the floor. Zhigulin is 17 here. Here's Yagali. Back to Mutsagaliev. Up high to Zhigulin. The pick and roll from Bykov. Round the back. Bykov, what a block from Saad. The diminutive Saad too. Saad going coast to coast. Counter layup. There's a foul on it. Looks like it's going to be against a Kazakh player. Look at that pass right around Mohd Mohammed. There's the block from Saad. And off to the races he went.
Number 11, Irfan Ali Saeed, first person.
Wow, Saeed Ali Irfan's picked up the foul. Probably on a moving screen. Therefore, the basket won't count. I think he's probably eased somebody out. Interesting, it's an offensive foul. We haven't got a replay to show you. Interesting there that Qatar points on the board just wiped away. Second three from Kazakh guards. Mutsagaliev, here he is again. Down low, it's a poor pass. Poor angle there into Bykov. Bykov looks up to say, an apologetic look, see, asking whether he's getting blamed for it. I doubt if he will. It wasn't a great angle at all, was it? Ali Irfan. Khalid comes up top. Here's Khalid. Haven't seen much of Khalid play. Fires up a long three. First touch, three-pointer, not a great option. Yagali. Bykov brings it back out. Oh, and a poor pass from Yagali over the top, looking for Bykov again. Bykov, the recipient of a bad pass. Has he got that look on his face? He's just let it go, hasn't he? He hasn't even gone after it. So there's an element there that Bykov needs to be a little more awake. Ali Irfan goes up, and the foul will go against that same man again, Bykov.
Number 20, Anton Bykov, first personal foul.
Anton Bykov picks up. You can see quite clearly where the foul is there for Bykov. Jim Lewis, a few words there for Mohamed Al Hadri. So Irfan went 0 for 2 on this last trip. Usually fairly good from the free throw line. Had varying results here. 9 points against Iraq 2 days ago. 15 and 2 in previous games. He's 1 of 4 from the line. As Zhigulin flies in for that rebound there. Gavrilov's in the game for Bykov now. Yagali 13, Mutsagaliev. Again, an errant pass. I think there's a back screen there meant for Yagali to curl over the back and shoot the jump shot, but they're all 6s and 7s here, the Kazakhs. Ali Irfan again driving. Great pass out to El Hadri. Down to Mohd Mohammed, spins to the middle, baseline, beautiful play. Wonderful play from Mohd Mohammed. Low post expert here. Just that little gathering step, that little pause before he went up to shoot the ball. Just took a couple of defenders out, bisected them.
National team of Kazakhstan have 3 team fouls.
Mohd Mohammed with his first free throw. Doesn't take too long about it, does he? No concentration needed. One bounce, flick it out of his wrist. What's this? A little more gathered there, maybe. 2 of 2. And Qatar back on track again. Mutsagaliev. Nice looking move there from Zhigulin, I think it was. Saad off to the races. He'll go all the way here. Saad scores. 8-7 and a timeout for Mikhail Karpenko, as he has seen enough and wants to talk it over.
опять через всю площадку. Раньше пол сыграйте. Нападение 5 сыграем. 5.
Rolls, nobody here. Okay, so now we're hotting it. This big takes it guards. When he rolls out, you got to stay with him. All right, here we go.
And Lewis Mikhail Karpenko just getting inside those timeouts.
4 rep. 4 rep. 4 rep.
It'll be Kazakh ball from the end line here after that layup from Qatar. So good start here for Qatar on the road. And the Kazakhs haven't scored for since that three-pointer from Yagali. It's Zagaliev here. Great lookout pass here. Kolesnikov way short on that three-pointer. Didn't have too much confidence about it. Yagali three, got it. Second three-pointer for Yagali. 11-7 lead now for Kazakhstan early on in this first period. Here's Mohammed. Saad comes up top. He can shoot the three. Khalid. And that's why Khalid took that early three-pointer, because he is a three-point threat. Went 2 of 5 in the game against Iraq the other day. Nice looking move there from Gavrilov. Little head fake one way, spin to his left hand and straight up and score. It's a weakness for Kazakhstan inside that paint, low post play. Got plenty of shooters, plenty of good guards. Here's El Hadri. El Hadri goes up off one leg. Mohamed El Hadri. You haven't seen him play before. He's an exciting guard, runs the show for Qatar consistently. Zhigulin, Kolesnikov. I think Yagali has stepped out of bounds here. The only thing I can think of, maybe stepped out of bounds on that far side. See what this is. Oh, it's a foul.
Number 20.
And the foul's against Gavrilov, yeah. Just clearing out in that low post.
Team of Kazakhstan have 4 team fouls.
So Gavrilov was Bekov's substitution. He's now sat down. He's a little muttered to himself on that bench. So Bekov's back in. Saad down low to Mohd Mohammed. Oh, the referees are calling it tight. Be 2 shots to come here. They're in the bonus already. Bekov a little push in the back there. See what happened here. So the referee's being a very uncompromising approach to contact anywhere. And Kazakhstan feeling like they're getting the rough end of the rub right now. So foul trouble for Kazakhstan. 2 for Bekov, 2 for Gavrilov, and 1 for Mutsagaliev. Yagali back to Mutsagaliev. Pick and roll from Zhigulin. And Mohd Mohammed, big time rebound. Here's Saad. Back to Mohd Mohammed, fires a 3. Very, very quick 3-pointer. I'm sure Coach Lewis will be very happy or too happy with that. They're all fine when they go in. It's when they miss and end up with fast breaks down the other end. Oh, Mohd Mohammed picked up a pass there. It wasn't a great pass at all, was it? El Hadri goes in. El Hadri, great pass out. Oh, what a basket. Ali Irfan. And a little communication with the referee. Said, buddy, give me a call. Ali Irfan, tough move. Mutsagaliev into the lane. Zhigulin. Zhigulin loses the ball. Khalid picks it up. Over to Saad. El Hadri corner. Mohamed El Hadri misses. Khalid keeps it alive. Good rebounding. This Qatari team's playing very well right now. Khalid up and under. School time. The education for Khalid. Just got his man up in the air and just drained the little 8-foot jump shot. Tough move. Mutsagaliev. Yagali comes up top here. He's hit a couple of threes already. And a reach from Mohd Mohammed. The referees didn't want to know about it. Yagali slips. Good play, Yagali.
Substitution for Kazakhstan.
Shows a lot of effort anytime he plays this game of basketball. 18-13 lead for Qatar right now. Another foul. This one's against Bajin. Two more shots coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, Qatar need to make the most of this little run here. Substitution Mohd Mohammed, perhaps. Saad makes the free throw. Little purple patch that Qatar are going through here. They got to reap the benefits of this one. Kazakhstan not playing well. They're in the bonus, and the referees favoring ticky-tack calls. Wide open jump shot misses. Mohd Mohammed goes after a rebound. All the way back out to Yagali. 6 points. Second time he slipped there, Yagali, in the game. Kolesnikov goes flying in. He said there's a deflection. The referees agree with him. Yagodkin is number 2 to your right of your screen, in fresh in for Kazakhstan. Defense switches. Here's Yagodkin. Might get a shot. He stepped out of bounds. Tough play. Kazakhstan all over the shop here. Pass was almost picked off by Suleiman Khalid. Al-Hadri goes in. In fact, no, it's not Al-Hadri. It's, yeah, it is. Into the layup. Kolesnikov from a turnover from Qatar, one end, a layup for Kazakhstan's Kolesnikov down the other end. They can ill afford to make mistakes like that. Here's Saad. Irfan. Suleiman Khalid. No subs yet for Qatar. They're going to go through the whole quarter right now. The same team. Back out to Irfan. Shot clock running down. 4-3-2. Air ball. Tough play there from Qatar. They've gone back-to-back offenses with nothing coming out of it. I wonder what subs Lewis has got up his sleeve here, because Kazakhstan have gone about 10 deep in this first period. Another sub in the game for Kazakhstan. Kashabak. Here he is, number 9, Kashabak. Back out again. Has he got a shot on him? Well, he's confident about taking the shot. And right now, Kazakhstan beasting the boards. Just trying to keep things busy in there. El Hadri, corner. Suleiman Khalid.
The last minute of first quarter.
Could have been a travel. Saad goes in. Saad, layup. Can't finish. And Kazakhstan now just under a minute, 50 seconds left in this first period. Kolesnikov up in the air. Oh, way to go. Almost hit a 360. Very, very fortunate to get out of that one. Yagodkin in and out. So Kazakhstan get no joy right now. They'll get maybe get one more shot after Qatar get their offense through here. Kazakhstan trailing by 4. It could have been a lot worse, you feel. Khalid. Khalid up in the air. Mohd Mohammed. Big man going to work. It's Ali Irfan, excuse me. El Hadri. Not got his shooting boots on today. Here's the last shot for Kazakhstan. Kolesnikov should have passed it. No, he's given it up. And one! Beautiful pass. And Gavrilov finishes it with a beautiful move after the pass from Kolesnikov.
Number 11, Irfan
So what seemed like a poor quarter for Kazakhstan maybe 2 minutes ago, they're going to go in at the break. Possibly only a point down. Karpenko will be mightily happy with the way his team has finished this. Marchuk's in the game as well, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 19 Qatar, 18 Kazakhstan. Now bear in mind that Qatar have made no substitutions. Kazakhstan have gone through 11 players in that first period. Only Diktariev has not played on the bench yet. So 19-18, Qatar over Kazakhstan.
Уважаемые болельщики, напоминаем, что по окончании второй четверти, еще раз скажем, компании Эвенти Казахстан мы разыграем смартфон.
Stats there from the first 10 minutes of play. 43% Kazakhstan, 62% Qatar. They've really taken it to the home side. But you have to feel here Kazakhstan have got enough to come back and win this game. Back live, second period starting here. Low post work from Kazakhstan. Got away with a slight carry there. Shot no good from 24 Gavrilov. Off to the races goes Saad. Brings it back out to run an offense here. With Mohammed, Suleiman Khalid. Suleiman Khalid in. Hit the rim a couple of times. We do have a substitute in for Qatar. Gavrilov tips it over here to Kashabak. So Abdullah's in the game.
Number 16, Malek Salem Abdullah, first personal foul.
He picks up his first foul there. Malka on his back, but he's Abdullah. Needs to get Martzigaliev. Gavrilov down low is fouled by Ali Irfan. 2 shots to come here.
Number 11, Irfan Ali Saeed, third personal foul.
Referee's
Substitution for Qatar.
just getting a little upset with some of the players talking to each other. The fan takes in. Now Reyes comes in as his replacement. Gavrilov, second free throw. First free throw good, second free throw to come. He's 4 of 4 tonight from the line. Gavrilov has 8 points in the game so far. So a big factor for Kazakhstan as they lead 20-19, the odd point. Suleiman Khalid goes in. This is the layup. And a foul will come out of Bajin, I think it is.
Number 9, Vadim Shirbak, first
Kushibak.
personal foul.
Interesting now the name is Shabak on the back, and his name is Kashibak in the stats and on the FIBA website. So these players who now prefer to put different things on the back of their shirts, could be their first name. All the more confusing for everybody commentating and watching. There's Suleiman Khalid. He goes by the name of Suleiman on the back. 25 is Maxime Machuk. Bajin, I think it is, the jump shot. Nice little one dribble pull up for the Kazakh number 7. In fact, it's 9, isn't it? Kashibak, again, that same person. Out here to Mohd Mohammed. Suleiman Khalid, who's made 1-3. That was very, very close. The rebound from Bajin. Bajin puts the ball on the floor, goes up. Oh, great dish down. Did he need to? Did he need to drop it down there to lay up begging for himself? Gavrilov was the one that couldn't quite catch it. Look at this. You got to lay that up, buddy. And Gavrilov fouls too. There's the errant decision to pass rather than shoot. There's the 2 from Kashibak. So Kazakhstan lead by 2 here. So Suleiman Khalid comes out. Saad back out to Mohd Mohammed. Into the game is another Mohammed too. A race, a far corner. Mohd Mohammed with a good-looking pass, couldn't quite collect it. Mohd Mohammed shoots, nothing. When Qatar go to the bench, that's when there are definite signs of not as strong as their starting 5. Look down low. Bikov can't score. Great work from Bajin, I think it is 7. And Mohammed will pick up the foul on the baseline. That's a good move from Bikov. Kashibak gets a rebound.
First personal foul. Team of Qatar
Kashibak. And it's Mohammed with the mask on, the protective mask. Beautiful look down low. Bikov. And a foul out of Al-Reis. Second free throw good.
Number 42, Nasser Khalifa Al-Reyes, first personal foul.
There's El Hadri back in the game. Mohd Mohammed comes in.
Qatar have 14 fouls.
Qatar are going slightly smaller here. El Hadri have to play major minutes today, you feel. Underneath the bucket. Corner, no good there from Mohammed. Rebound from 20 Bikov. So there's Bikov there, and the foul against Al-Reis, I think it is.
Number 7, Mansour Atif Heldari, first personal foul.
Two shots here for Bikov again. They're living off the line right now, Kazakhstan. El Hadri last stems the flow of Kazakh points with a response there. 4 points for El Hadri. to Bykov again. Martsagaliev. Martsagaliev goes up. Can't get it to roll. Two Kazakh rebounders. Bykov in. Misses the layup. Could have done with that one going down, that's for sure. Saad up in the middle. Nice looking layup from 16, Abdullah. This is the gap to 2 now. Yugali up in the air. Martsagaliev long. Rebound will go to Kazakhstan. 25 is Marchuk. Bajin, oh, he's missed a layup. Had everything there waiting for him. Nobody picked him up. Saad all the way. They won't count the bucket. That'll be out by the 3-point line. The foul is against Martsagaliev.
Number 10, Rustam Martsagaliev, second personal foul.
And you see Bajin. These rims are so tight. And Abdullah just got a little soft touch off the backboard. Al-Reyes out and Abdel Hariya. Here's El Hadri. Abdel Hariya. El Hadri all the way over to Abdullah. Abdullah goes in. Abdel Hariya gocks one up in the air. It's got to go down. That's bonus points for Tim Lewis's men. Abdel Hariya. And now Kazakhstan being pegged back themselves here. Bykov sets the screen for Yugali. Zhigulin. Zhigulin's going to back down Saad. Fade away Zhigulin. Great rebounding from Bykov. Just can't get two hands on it though. And the foul not played. The referees didn't want to know. Corner. It's a tough looking shot there from Abdullah that missed. Yugali. Zhigulin. Again, another little shot doesn't quite go in for Zhigulin. What we got here looks like a defensive foul against Martsagaliev, I think. Took the charge. The referees will have to look at that one in review later on. Not much done wrong, has he? Saad a little out of control. It was that last move from 16 Abdullah. 2 shots for Saad here. Chance to take the lead for Qatar. Karpenko wants timeout somewhere here. I'm not sure whether he'd take it after the free throw if it goes in. Saad misses the second free throw. What a rebound. Abdel Hariya goes to the ground to pick it up. Now he's going to make a move, perhaps gets it out wisely. Saad crossover. Saad comes in. Tough, blows a little layup there. That was hard luck. Yugodnin down the other end, fresh in the game. Zhigulin. Down low to Bykov. Bykov should finish and does. Feisty work there from Kazakhstan. They're going to really pound that ball in. Looking good for their money right now, Kazakhstan. Just you'll see some frailties on this Qatari team. El Hadri. They can't shoot from outside. They may struggle. Not sure they've got the inside presence to really go at this team. Yugali. Hit a couple of threes already, Yugali, and lost the ball. El Hadri will pick it up. Somebody's got to close out. El Hadri scores. Nice work from the guard. He's pulled up on his ankle. Looks like he might have just turned his right ankle there. He's been out with a bit of injury, El Hadri. Just came down awkwardly. Let's have a look. We see this here. Ooh, ouch. Just got it. Back live here. Another close game in World Cup qualifying on the road to China 2019. Yagali lines up a three. He's made a couple. That was probably the worst looking shot he's taken tonight. And Suleiman Khalid, Saad. Not quite sure they got this offense on song right now. Here's the isolation for Khalid. Hit a three-pointer already. Comes to the middle. It's not a bad looking shot either. Tough rims, these. Hit both sides of the rim. Didn't quite get in. Zhigulin. Skip pass over here. Back to Yagodnin. Zhigulin with a little nice pass. There's Zhigulin. And another one missed. Goes up again. No foul called. You'll be looking for some sort of help from the referees there. That's let them play, says the referees. Mohammed. 16, Abdullah. Khalid. Abdullah Lalia fires up. Oh, big time shot from the big man. Abdul Halia. 5 points for the game. Where on earth has that come from? Yagodnin, 3-point lead for Qatar. And I'll tell you what, the unsung heroes off the bench for Tim Lewis have really done the job. Here's Saad. Abdul Halim with the pick and roll. Saad goes in and is fouled by Yagodnin. Number 2 for Kazakhstan there, picks up the foul. See where it was? Oh, right across the arm too. You know, we just play smart defense. There's Abdul Halim with a long three. That's a big time shot. Nobody else is hitting threes. And the big man drains one. 4-point lead for Qatar. Pinko looks on with his assistant coach there. There is the lead again. 5 points to the good Qatar. So the time, I think Kazakhstan led by 6. 11-0 run has gone on here. And again, a turnover, but they got it back in. Bykov! You know what? Anton Bykov has played really well today. And you have to love.
Number 16, Malek Abdullah, second personal
I don't
foul.
think it's not Anton Bykov. That's the guy that plays the assistant coach for the Russian national team. Excuse me, everybody. But this young man, Bykov, has done really well. 3-point play there. Saad in off that pick and roll from Abdul Halim. All the way out to Suleiman Khalid. Abdul Halim, he's got that. Oh, it's a travel there. Referees missed that one. Khalid picks up the dribble, almost got the isolation inside. Abdullah will step back for a long two. It's the rim, and they get the rebound. Saad, awkward rebound off that rim. Saad. Abdullah down low to Khalid. A little reach from behind. 2-on-1 here for Kazakhstan. Yagodnin didn't want it. And at last, they've got a foul. Oh, unsportsmanlike, is it? Is that why he's upset? Zhigulin's going in. Let's have a look at this.
Number 16, Malek Abdullah, third personal foul.
Abdullah gets his third personal foul. That's probably why he's upset, more than the fact that the referees might have given him something extra. Timeout here for Qatar. They lead by 2. But Tim Lewis, head coach, will be more than pleased with the way his team have played. Let's see what he's got to say.
Now listen. Just smart there, okay? Tough foul. You went and got it on, but you got to be smart. So the possession coming in, we're going zone. Alright? Okay, let's go 2-3. Alright, on it. Now remember, on our 2-3, you got to know where those shooters are. At the moment, it's only really 30 if it's like this, the guard's here and the ball, this guy's got to come. The middle guy, Pat, you got to get out there. All right, you got to get out there. Be active, high hands. All right, we've done a really good job offensively. We've stagnated a little bit. We want to keep attacking here. All right, we want to keep attacking. Listen, if you set, if you can go to KD's pick and roll, you come off it. KD's space wide on it. All right, on a roll. If it's an empty side, if it's a full side, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Good timeout there from Tim Lewis, head coach of Qatar. He's gone to this 2-3 zone on this end line out of bounds. Did talk about the foul from Abdullah previous to that. Was his third foul, Abdullah. Just said his hard luck, but there was on the replay you could definitely see hands in the cookie jar. Easy call for the referees, really. Two shots here for Bykov. Oh, believe it or not, he's 8 of 8 for the game so far, Bykov. I'll get my Bykovs mixed up because Sergei Bykov is the assistant coach for Russia, and this is Anton Bykov, so I did get it right. Here's the 2-3. Match up with the shooters was Lewis's instructions. He said that 13 was the only shooter they had, but you know what? If you can't stop the ball getting inside, again, Anton Bykov is going to work. Wonderful play from the number 20.
Number 10, Mohamed Yusuf Mohamed, second personal foul.
So Bykov's only played one game in qualifying, 2 minutes in that loss in Iran, to Iran the other day. 14 minutes of play, and today he is coming to work. Second free throw goes in.
Substitution for Kazakhstan.
And Bykov will sit down. So a job well done. He's 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He's hit a couple of chippies. He has 13 for the game. And his team are tied up here. Khalid down low to Mohd Mohamed. Blocked on too much, showed too much of the ball to the defenders. Got himself too far under the hoop. No elevation. They're going to stay in this zone here, Qatar. With 2-3, they attacked the high post last time. Here's Yagali. Over the pick and roll. Yagali. Kolesnikov will drive. Nobody wants to shoot it. Oh, no foul either. He was tripped. My goodness me. I think it's Kolesnikov that hit the deck. Interested to see how he hit the deck or why he hit the deck. Qatar's saying there's 1 second on the clock. Timeout for Qatar to talk it over. Mohd Mohamed, a few words for the referee of mild disdain. Let's have a look, see if we get in. I doubt we'll get into this timeout, but we may do. So Tim Lewis will have 1 second.
Pay attention. Puppies, you got it out. All right, set him up. Screen for him. All right, screen Halid. Halid, this is you. KD, you're here. All right, come in hard off it. If you can hit it, hit it. And you just got to catch it and go, look, pull. All right, as soon as that goes, Halid, open up. You might be gone long. This is happening. KD.
Well, you could quite clearly see from that replay that Kolesnikov tripped on Suleiman Khalid's leg, and no call. Very interesting that. The amount of contact that went on in the early part of the game that was called by the referees. Anyway, 1.3 seconds here for Qatar to conjure up a shot. Kazakhstan are playing them loose, three-quarter court. This ball's got to go down the floor, surely. Well, we caught a timeout for that.
The first time
It
is
was
over with
tough
the
play
score
for
of
Tim Lewis to come up with a play
33-33.
in 1.3 seconds. They got a shot anyway. And at halftime, we're tied up here, 33 apiece. A decent game, that's for sure. And a lot to play for. Qatar looking for their second victory. Kazakhstan looking to cement their route into the next round with their third victory, which will probably ensure them that place. Get some stats up and then some replays of the first half, and then we'll get you off to get a drink for half time. Kazakhstan shooting at 32%, Qatar 47%. Only 5 3-pointers made from both teams during the game. Kazakhstan 25 rebounds to 17's Qatar. Pretty impressive, but Kazakhstan have the 12 turnovers against 5 for Qatar. Tim Lewis will be very happy with 5 turnovers, that's for sure. His team have come ready to play. There is no doubt about that. They have to turn this now into a victory and get their World Cup qualifying back on track. We'll leave you with these replays and what's been a very entertaining first half of basketball. We'll get you back for the second half. We'll see you then. Bye for now.
Those shooters are at the moment, it's only really 13.
Замечательно, есть первое попадание. Теперь ваша очередь. Чуть-чуть не повезло, но теперь пришла ваша очередь. Ай-яй-яй. Но у нас еще 4-я попытка. Ай-яй-яй. Цель-то была правильная, но немножко не хватило силы. У нас есть победитель. Как вас зовут? Баха. Баха, вы замечательного этого смартфона Samsung Galaxy, спонсором розыгрыша, который является Евенти Казахстан, являетесь вы. Пожалуйста, ваша фотография.
Ну что же, у нас есть победитель Эвенти Казахстан, разыграла смартфон, но также у нас есть люди, которые были на матче с Ираном 22 февраля, и они участвовали в фотоконкурсе. Вот, собственно говоря, эти ребята, главный приз в этом конкурсе будет вот такой вот официальный мяч FIBA с автографами игроков национальной сборной Казахстана. Ну, у нас розыгрыш лояльный, у нас не имеет значения, взрослый или ребенок, дама или мужчина. Все в этом розыгрыше равны. Сейчас вы тоже получаете мячи. Можно нашим участникам тоже вручить мячи. Задание у вас то же самое, 3-очковые броски. Кто попадет, если остальные не подадут, тот и будет победителем. Если будет несколько, будет перебрасывать. Итак, прямо сейчас мы разыграем замечательный матч. Сейчас мы разыграли уже смартфон среди тех, кто пришел на сегодняшний матч. Ну а эти ребята были 22 февраля на матче с Ираном. Кто начнет? Кто начнет? Кто? Ну давайте с вас вот так по порядку начнем. Вы можете любую позицию в 3-очковой зоне выбрать. Итак, первый бросок. Если попадаем, мы, конечно же, аплодируем. Давай, поехали. Первый бросок. Нет попадания, пока остаешься.
Может, нашим участникам не хватает вашей поддержки, друзья? Следующее. Кто по очереди?
Давайте быстрее, ребят. Да, бросайте с 3-очковой зоны. Так, почти. Следующее.
Ай-яй.
Так, следующий. Ай, почти. Так, дальше еще 2 участника. И еще один. Ну, 22-го у нас как раз-таки последний участник попал. И Нет на них надежды. Итак, перебрасываем прямо сейчас, но вот отсюда, с линии штрафного броска.
Также по очереди чередуем, но кидаем уже немножко ближе.
Итак, ребят, давайте только побыстрее, активнее. Есть попадание, пока у нас есть один... Бросай, бросай, бросай сразу. Так, тебе не повезло, мы с тобой прощаемся. Спасибо тебе огромное. Дальше. С тобой мы тоже прощаемся. Итак, еще 4. Ай, ну с вами мы тоже прощаемся. Следующий.
Где же ваша поддержка, друзья?
Отлично. И еще у нас есть. Ай, какой молодец. Все, с вами мы прощаемся. И давайте с трехочковой зоны еще по одному удару. Кто попадет, тот, собственно говоря, и заберет мяч FIBA с автографами игроков национальной сборной Казахстана. Давай, поехали, бросай. Ох, почти. Далее. И еще один бросок. Ах! Перебрасываем еще, быстрее, быстрее. Еще по разу. У нас есть 30 секунд, чтобы успеть это сделать. Отлично! Есть! Поаплодируйте! Замечательно! Ну и еще один бросок, давай.
Наш финальный бросок.
Ты сделал все, что мог. У нас есть победитель. Мы поздравляем. Антон Пономарев, игрок национальной сборной Казахстана, вручает этот подарок. Все автографы на этом мяче. Это официальный мяч FIBA для фото на память. Встаньте. Вот такой замечательный подарок. Сразу их два сегодня было у наших болельщиков. Это мяч с автографами и, конечно же, новый смартфон. Друзья, впереди еще вторая половина и 2/4. Давайте прямо сейчас пошумим на трибунах. Громче! И каждую секунду, каждую минуту игры будем поддерживать наших ребят, гнать их вперед и болеть за них аплодисментами и голосами.
Тек қана сіздердің қолыңызда біздің күйлеріміз жанкүйер болуға қалмайық, достар.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Astana, Kazakhstan. This is window number 2 on game 4 for both of these two teams in a 3-day period where they'll play 2 games. They'll come back in June and resume battle with these 4 teams: Iran, Iraq, Qatar and Kazakhstan in this Group D in these Asian qualifiers. And this has come down to the wire, this one. 33 apiece at the break. Head coach Tim Lewis brings his team on the back of a victory over Iraq, and will be looking to get his 2nd victory because they started off with 2 losses. Which one's going to be the weakest out of these 4 teams? Well, it's looking like maybe Iraq right now, and Qatar might be in for a little bit of resurgence for their fortunes.
Okay, here's what's going to happen. Okay, so on the slap of the ball when he gets it, Irfan, you got to go screen. Abdul, you're coming off it. Open, hold your guy, just get off the elbow. You're going to throw it straight back. All right? Khalid, you're throwing it into Abdul. You're going to throw it straight to the corner. Abdul, just walk away and then come off this hard. Okay, you're going to look to see if you can turn the corner. If it's not there, okay, we've then got Khalid.
Kazakh players waiting for this Kopenko to finish his last few words of advice. Number 10, Mutsagaliev, his number being held up high. Zhigulin comes out. And looks like the starters for Qatar will come. Qatar went through 9 players in that first period. Kazakhstan went through 10. Kwanov and Diktariev are the only 2 players who didn't get onto the floor. But Suleiman there just feeling the back of his left knee. They see that? Not quite sure about everything there. Let's see what Tim Lewis wanted to look at a certain play here, didn't he? Wonder what he's got up his store. Here's Saad. We've got to switch with Zhigulin over to Suleiman Khalid. 1-on-1 now, Mohd Mohammed against Bikov. Mohd Mohammed misses the layup, Bikov the rebound. How well's Bikov played today? 13 points, 2 rebounds. Yagodnik down the other end. So Mutsagaliev, I don't think is starting, is he? Yagali's out there. Yagodnik, no 3 there. Kept alive, but only tipped straight to Kolesnikov. Back out to Yagali, 13. Kolesnikov drops. Had to throw it up. Zhigulin had to throw it up. Shot clock running down, and the foul at half court by Yagodkin. So Kazakh offense really at 6s and 7s there. Never sure what was going on, were they?
Number 2, Azim Yagodkin, 2nd personal foul.
So Yagodkin's 2nd foul. Ali Irfan. Khalid can't get the ball. Saad now turns the corner here. They've got trying to get a switch. They did get a switch out of it. Ali Saad misses a layup, a little too hard on the backboard. Yagali goes in. Yagali attacks the hoop and scores. 2-point lead for Kazakhstan now. It's going to be one of those games that's really close to the end. Saad pulls up close to the bucket, gets it right out to Khalid. Abdullah goes in. Ali Irfan, can he get any ground? Not at all. Down again to Ali Irfan. Ali Irfan comes to the middle, fadeaway, jump hook. And the foul against Zhigulin. That'll be his first foul of the game.
Number 17, Alexander Zhigulin, 1st personal
He didn't
foul.
do too much wrong, did he? Look at that. Hands up, straight. Sometimes as a player, you never know what you've done wrong. Ali Irfan, 4 points for the game. Began very well, didn't he? Not really contributed since. Oh, well tipped off by Zhigulin. Timed it well. Perfectly legal in FIBA rules. Yagodkin. Yagali. He's hit a couple of 3s already. He was quiet as well. Zhigulin, tough move, and what a pass from Yagali. Well worked from Kazakhstan. They lead by 3. 37-34. Qatar need to respond here. Saad. Khalid. Suleiman Khalid goes up. Did he get away with a travel? He got his shot blocked and lost. All sorts of problems right now. Beautiful pass. Abdullah goes in, is fouled. I'm guessing by Yagodkin. Let's have a look at this. No, it's not. It's going to be Bykov, Anton Bykov. He turns around. Look at this now. Tipped off the rim. So Bykov's second foul. Now Mohamed Al-Hadri, trying to look for him on the bench there. He went off the first half with an ankle injury. The first free throw goes down. Just in the distance you can see whether the bench for Qatar, we'll see it in a minute and see where he is, whether he's gone to the locker rooms for treatment. Again, Jagulin goes after that board on the rim. Outstanding defensive work from those free throws. Yagodkin all the way back to Jagulin. Got it! Big time three for Jagulin. He has 5 now for the quarter. Mohd Mohamed, the jump shot. They settle for Jay. Abdullah drove last time. Backs down Yagodkin. Flicks it up in the air. And a good rebound here from Yagali. Yagali looks ahead. Jagulin drops it. Goes up again. Yagali 3. Bingo! Got it! Timeout, Qatar. They trail by 8 on the back of back-to-back trays. And Kazakhstan have come alive at home in front of their home fans here at the Velodrome in Estonia. That's a tough 2.5 minutes for Qatar, as they have been the victim of 2 big-time plays from Kazakhstan's 30 and Kazakhstan 13 and 17. Play resumed here. Qatar with the ball end line. They trail by 8. Bit of pressure down the floor from Kazakhstan. Qatar missing a guard. El Hadri went out the first half with that injury. Mohd Mohamed goes up, misses the layup. Ali Irfan the rebound. Mohd Mohamed again, foul. Good call from the referees. Jagulin will pick up this one.
Number 17, Alexander Jagulin, second personal foul.
As you can hear from the courtside announcer, second foul. So if you look at the bench there for Qatar, we'll have another look at it again. Mohd Mohamed hits his 5th point. All free throws too. Look at that, 5 for 5. Mohamed El Hadri is not there. So this last night in a game where Ibrahima Thomas of Senegal hit all his points from the free throw line. Oh, Yagadi's drained another one. Well, you don't come out of a timeout knowing he's hit 3 and then leave him open for a 4th, that's for sure. That is cardinal sin number 1. 9-point lead now for Kazakhstan. They're going to go down low. Mohd Mohamed is fumbled it out of bounds. It's a good move from Mohd Mohamed, just got no control over the ball. Very upset with himself, wide open. Why, oh why would you do that? A defensive lapse there. They're in the zone, that's why. Got to pick up the shooters. Here's Yagali here. Yagali in, Yagodkin, he's created space. Lucky they can't rebound that. He might as well play man-to-man. Zone's supposed to protect the rebounding, and you're giving up shots and you're giving up rebounds. 10-11 the lead now for Kazakhstan. Saad wide open. Abdullah is wide open too, misses. And the rebound chased out of Khalid, who's not really hustling back very hard. Layup, Zhigulin. Zhigulin, they've given him the layup, can't score. Zhigulin again, and a foul. No, it's out of bounds. I think the referees are going to get a foul on Moed Mohammed here. Moed Mohammed just pushed him. Yep. Look at this rebound here, flipped out of the hands of Suleiman Khalid, and he doesn't want to hustle back. He's just ambling back on D. So the big man comes back in, Abdul Halim, who hit 5 points in a flurry in the first half. Yeah, they need to find some inspiration here, Qatar. Mikhail Karpenko, 11 points for Zhigulin. Karpenko, the head coach, will have thought the first half things aren't going great here. Aliyev found the rebound, outlet to Saad. Yeah, Tim Lewis needs some inspiration here from his team. Saad looks up, little head fake. Saad goes in, lays it up and scores. And one. Karpenko very upset with the porous defense. Little head fake there, sold Kolesnikov. Turns around and says, surely not me. Saad hits the free throw. Can he be the one that gets this team going? As double figures, Saad now 10 points. Yagodkin. Zhigulin catch. Oh! Well, Abdul Halim now knows Zhigulin can shoot. He saw it from the bench, and I see it firsthand. Suleiman Khalid. Abdul Halim's got to be a foul. Got to be a foul. Mo Ali Irfan was pulled backwards by Yagali, 13. And just trots down the other end. Zhigulin, Yagodkin, 12 points the lead. Zhigulin. Kolesnikov, you can't leave him open, can't leave anybody open. Going to go in for a layup. Oh, nobody went and got Zhigulin on the weak side. His man came to help and blocked a shot. Weak side comes over to get the rebound, nothing going. Suleiman Khalid goes all the way, and Kazakhstan's defense becomes the porous one. 12 the difference once again. Yagodkin. High scoring third period here. More for the lack of defense and the high shooting of Kazakhstan, really. Kolesnikov. They're going to give him the jump shot, are they? Here's the drive. Yagodkin hasn't made one yet. And that continues. Suleiman Khalid drives in, pushes off slightly. Suleiman Khalid throws up and scores a tough shot, and then remonstrates to the referee. You need to get on with it, buddy. Kolesnikov lost the ball. Thinks there's a foul, possibly. Saad guarding Yagodkin. Switch on that defense on the weak side through the lane. Not much defense at all. Zhigulin, another three. 3 of 3 in this quarter alone. 19 for the game. He's got 4 altogether. The man of the moment, Saad. There's the response. We have a shootout in Astana. And Kolesnikov's not even hit one yet. Yagodkin. Again, he remains scoreless from the three-point line. Yagodkin. His Yagali has hit his fair share tonight. Yagali penetrates. Yagodkin, another try. That one's off as well. My word, the ball is still alive down the other end now with Qatar. Saad, Khalid, an unsportsmanlike foul from Yagodkin. And Yagodkin will have to be very careful here because that, I think, is his third foul.
Number 2, Azim Yagodkin, third personal foul.
Yagodkin gets an unsportsmanlike. He'll sit down. Zhigulin takes a break. He's probably over there icing his elbow out. It's so red hot right now. As he is 4 of 4 from downtown. And Khalid, this is the first one. 10-point game here. Disappointing display there from free throws from Suleiman Khalid. And Qatar is still battling away. Saad might be the one person that gets them back into this game. There's 15 points right now, the number 4 for Qatar. Khalid goes up strong with a three-pointer. Hits the back of the rim and comes out. Mutsagaliev here, 10. Yagali on that far side. Skip pass here. 3 is no good, but a foul from Abdul Halim. And there will be 2 shots here for Maxim Mwachuk. Bajin to come into the game. Now what happened here? Oh yeah, well, there won't be 3 shots because he's hit the ground. Probably just sideline, I would think, because it's Qatar not in the bonus yet. Yes, indeed. But Abdul Halim definitely followed through and body bumped the shooter. Marchuk to take the ball out of bounds is Bajin. Mutsagaliev, Yagali. Yagali pump fake, little 15-footer. Yagali can play. I said this in the first half. This young man is a decent player at the very top level in Asian basketball. Got the switch there. Yagali now guarding Saad. Suleiman Khalid will line up a 3. That one misses. Great rebounding from Al-Reyes. Abdul Alim gets out of control. 3-on-2 break here. Yagali, that one's off and retrieved by down low. Yagali again for 3. Oh, got it. That is 3 3-pointers in the third quarter for Yagali as well. 3 for Zhigulin. What a shootout this has been. They're almost going to double their points production in 1 quarter. They have 33 at the break. They have 62. Saad misses a 3. Rebounded well by Qatar and finished by Ali Irfan. The lead is back to 15. But my word, Qatar of 13. Qatar have just been hit with the hammer. Yagali again. 4. Nail it. It's in the book. Tim Lewis can only look on and just wonder what if the fortunes have been slightly different. Avdic goes in. Passes all over the place right now for Qatar. Bit of panic setting in. Suleiman Khalid is fouled by Kolesnikov. Marchuk, excuse me. And there'll be 2 shots for Suleiman Khalid. 32-point third period here has blown this game open, wide open. He went 0 for 2 last trip, Suleiman Khalid. A pretty decent game, just hasn't hit as many 3s as he'd like to. Goes long on the second one. And rebounded by Marchuk. Here's Mutsagaliev. Yagali is 6 of 8 from the 3-point line. Saad turns it over. Saad goes up and scores. 2 for Saad. Almost another turnover. Bit of pressure here from Qatar is proving dividends. Avdic there on the ball. 3 seconds left. Yagali tries his hand from miles out. And that is the end of the third quarter. And look at that scoreline, 33 apiece at the break. 65-52 at the end of 3, 32 points in a third quarter. That is outstanding work from Kazakhstan. Stats there for the game so far. 3-point percentage, 10 of 25, Kazakhstan. I think they hit 8 in that third period. That is just out of this world, really. Fourth period set to start here. 41 out of the 65 points have come from Yagali and Zhigulin, 13 and 17 for Kazakhstan. A lot of pressure now on Qatar. They trail by 13 here. Here's Machuk. Machuk tried to turn the corner, didn't quite get there. And a foul against Murtzagaliev by Saad, the number 4.
Number 4, Abdurrahman Mohamed Saad, first personal foul.
And Qatar go back into a man-to-man here. Murtzagaliev. Bajin, no, it's Kashabak. And Bajin there on the offensive rebound. How he missed that, I'll never know. Aliyev found the rebound, and here's Saad. Suleiman Khalid. Abdul Halim goes in. Abdul Halim off the backboard. No soft touch there, but the result is all the same. 2 points on the scoreboard. 11-point the lead. Saad trying to keep close to Murtzagaliev. Now they got the switch with Abdul Halim guarding him. Kushabak to Bajin. Up top to Gavrilov. 2 points for the number 24, Gavrilov. Saad back to 13-point game. Saad, Abdul Halim brings his man forward. Here's Saad looking for a good shot here to get any three-pointer. Abdul Halim hit a 3 the first half, didn't want it there. Suleiman Khalid tried to feed Ali Irfan. There's 2 on the shot clock. They ran out of time, really tried to panic a bit. Didn't really want to rush a shot. Saad rises, misses. Rebound, got it from Qatar. Saad is fouled by Seven Bajin. That'll be sideline ball for
Number 7,
Qatar.
Nikolai Bajan, second personal foul.
Suleiman Khalid will inbound. Ali Irfan pops. And the ball goes to Saad, who had his drive baseline. He takes it eventually and draws the foul out of Maxim Machuk.
Number 25, Maxim Marchuk.
Another
Second
foul out of
personal
Kazakhstan.
foul.
They're going to get into the bonus pretty early here. If they're not careful, is Saad. One-on-one with Marchuk. Goes up in the air. Abdul Halim tries to chase it down. Marchuk goes touchdown, throws it straight away to Suleiman Khalid. A chance again for Qatar to get back into this game. Abdul Halim. Saad, they got the switch. Saad goes up, misses. Ali Irfan chases. Abdul Halim in. You have to pick it up, son. And the foul will go against Abdul Halim as he tried not to pick it up, shielded the ball away. That's actually not a foul, I don't think, because he was like a box out under the bucket, isn't it? Bizarre. I think if he'd picked it up, I don't think the referees would have penalized him too much because it's a fumble. You can pick up a fumble anytime. Marchuk down low to Gavrilov. Gavrilov to Marchuk. Over there to Kasherbak. Kasherbak three! Now we got a problem for Qatar. They lead by 16, Kazakhstan. Saad. Abdul Halim. With to Saad again. Saad, little head fake in. Goes up in the air. Ali Irfan scores a little two-pointer. And straight away, Mutsagaliev is down the other end, trying to put some pressure on this Qatari defense. Great look underneath. Bajin, easy two. Great head fake. Took Khalid right out of the play. And it is very close to being a procession right now for Kazakhstan. 16 to the good. Abdul Halim goes up. Can't quite finish. Avdic went to save it. It's going to stay with, or go back to Kazakhstan. And heads are dropped here. Saad's head's dropped. What about his teammates, I wonder? Kazakhstan looking at a 20-point lead anytime now. Mutsagaliev, well, three, that makes it 19. Timeout for Qatar. 6:33 to play. This is looking bad news for the Qataris and pushing the Kazakhs closer to 3 victories and possibly, I say possibly, an early entry into the final round, or the next round, not the final round, the next second round for World Cup qualifying. Top 3 of this group will go through. Iraq do have a victory. Qatar have 1 victory. And Kazakhstan's 3rd victory will make it very difficult for either of those two to catch up. 19 the lead. 75-56. Timeout is over here. Get some subs in the game for Qatar. Al-Darwish comes in. He's played in all 3 qualifiers so far, Al-Darwish. Played pretty well too. Turned over against the press. Eventually it'll get turned over, maybe not. Oh, wonderful hustle, beautiful hustle. Mutsagaliev on the floor. That's what you want to see as a coach. That ability to go and chase loose balls. Kasherbak, he's hit 1, he's hit 2. It is a 22-point lead for Kazakhstan. And if it was going to go wrong, it's gone wrong very, very quickly for the Qataris. Tied up at the break, and they've been blown out of the water here in Kazakhstan. Saad 3, long and missed. That's all they've got. Nothing going right now to the Qataris. No offense, no organization. They panicked a bit. They're in a 2-3 zone. That's to stop the points just going in the whole time. They've been 3-pointers all around. Here we go, another three. Mutsagaliev misses. They can't even get an offensive rebound, defensive rebound. They are struggling right now, Qatar. Aliyev fan in the middle of that zone, just ordering. Kasherbak, another one, misses. Maxim Marchuk falling asleep at the back of this zone here. Should have been after that offensive rebound. Al-Darwish, three, misses. And it will go to Marchuk. Better watch out, somebody behind him. 22 the lead. Mutsagaliev 10 here. Marchuk wants it on the wing. Kasherbak, Bajin. 24 with that shot was Gavrilov, who'd made a shot from the free throw line. A foul there from Marchuk. Gavrilov settling for the jump shot, no rebounders.
25, Maxim Marchuk, first personal foul. Team of Kazakhstan have 3 team fouls.
Well, Marchuk has 3 personal fouls. I'm not sure where those fouls have come. It's been a real silent 3. There's Mohd Mohammed back in the game for Qatar, trying to post up low. Here he is, Mohd Mohammed. Couple of spins right into trouble. Now he's in a bit of trouble. Throws it away. Here comes Marchuk. Will he throw it down? Oh! The power dunk from Maxim Marchuk. And that will be something to be celebrating tonight. His first points of the game. 24 the lead. Mohd Mohammed is blocked. All sorts of problems right now for Qatar. Abdul Halim, 3, misses. It is a pretty poor second half performance right now from Qatar. They've scored 23 points, but they've given up 47. 24 the lead. Mutsagaliev lays up. Mutsagaliev, no foul from call from the referees. Abdul Halim breaks out of the pack. And Saad turns the ball over, turns to the referee and says, I was fouled, you know.
Third timeout used team of Qatar.
And Qatar will call timeout. There's Mohd Mohammed's pass to Saad. Didn't really spot what was going on. Marchuk comes down and throws one down in the velodrome.
And points matter. All right, so coming down and just shooting threes and not doing stuff, not being consistent with what we're doing, is going to hurt us. We got to reduce this deficit. Points count. Whether or not we win or lose this game, there's still a chance for those last 2 games to go through. We had a chance against Iraq. We got to take care of points as well. Now let's be smart here. We're running 4 all the way through. Okay, look at your options on it. Got it? You're at the 3. Get to the corners on that. You have to play the 1 here for us. All right? Let's be smart. Let's use a bit of the clock. Get better shots. Not 3s in transition. Come on.
Yeah, that bench, that team Qatar look a little disconsolate right now. They needed some inspiration injected into them. And I think Lewis is spot on with the points differential. They need to really look at the way the shots they've taken. You don't panic when you're 20 points down. You got to work hard to get back into it inch by inch. And look for your best shots. Put your best scorers in position to score the best shots. They've gone back into this zone here, Qatar. It does leave them open to jump shooters, and Kazakhstan have blown them out of the water from the 3-point line. Mutsagaliev, Kasherbak will take a long, long one. Well, why not? Why not? 27 the difference. Kasherbak, if you're going to sit back in the zone, then pay the price. Al-Darwish, Abdul Halim, they're not sure what they're doing right here. I'm not sure they know what the 4 offense is. No penetration right now. Suleiman Khalid fades on a little 8-footer. Tough shot from Khalid. Worked his magic, just took his time. You need to work through the shot clock here. Like I said, you're going to lose this. You're 25 down now. Just make every shot a good shot. You're always preparing for the next game now in situations like this. And Qatar need to really regroup. Good work here from Khalid. Kicks the ball out of bounds. He closes out to the next pass. To the side of the next pass, which is good work. Mutsagaliev, I think, has stepped out of bounds here. Just got the pass back from Diktariev. and put his foot on the sideline. So a chance for Qatar to make some inroads into this 25-point deficit. Abdul Halim, almost turned over to Al Darwish, to Mohd Mohammed inside. Can he finish? A little too strong, and it's come up with a Kazakhstan ball. Mutsagaliev. They can afford to take their time, surely. Bykov in, played well today. Bykov back to Mutsagaliev. Wide open is Dikteriev. Oh, count it. In fact, it's Kasherbak. Well, he came in and took an early three in the first half, but he's hit three this second half. Outstanding work. Suleiman Khalid goes coast to coast, misses nothing, or hits nothing. Dikteriev gets on the score sheet. In fact, it's Kwanov, excuse me. Well, everybody's getting involved in the play right now. 31 the difference. You wouldn't have thought this at half-time. And an easy two given up there by the Kazakh defense. Kasherbak will get the foul. Avdic will get the and one. There's Kwanov's three. Just drills it from downtown. He's been sitting on the bench watching everybody else make threes. He said, I'm getting in on the party. Avdic. Referees will let that one go as both players stepped in early. Look at this, wow, getting back on a free throw. Here's Dikteriev again. Kwanov doesn't want to shoot it again, does he? Kasherbak possibly. Another three goes down. Incredible shooting from this Kazakh team. Everybody having a go. They had 33 at the break. They've got 92 now. Incredible turnaround, really. Suleiman Khalid misses. Great work from Avdic. "17 three-pointers for Kazakhstan for the game. I think they had 2 at the half-time. Incredible, really. They've just been blown out of the water. Nice move there from Avdic, number 44 for Qatar. Get 2 free throws on the post move. Yagodkin, his first foul. I'll tell you what, at halftime, you'd have put money on a close game. I would have put some cash, my own cash, on this being a ding-dong battle at the end of this game. And you look at that scoreline, you think, well, it must have been a blowout the first half. The first half was as close as it could be, with Qatar playing tough, hard-nosed basketball, getting involved, coming off that victory against Iraq. And then the third period was just all Kazakhstan. Some outstanding shooters. Dikteriev tries his hand to get another three-pointer up on the board. Nothing going. Another turnover against Qatar. And layup, good. Kwanov gets another one to go down. And Khalid misses a layup. My word, he's had a frustrating night. Jogging back on D. He's not even going to get back if the ball goes in. There he is. Kwanov, 2 points, 96 on the board. A 35-point lead. Well, I wouldn't have even seen it. You know, they led by 13 at the end of the third. And now we're 35. They won this quarter by 22 points, is it? 20 now, I guess. Unbelievable. Just an outstanding performance from 31-11 this quarter, 32-19 the third period. Tim Lewis and Karpenko shake hands. A very, very disappointing night at the office for the Qataris. But what a performance, especially the second half from Kazakhstan. They will march into the third window with 3 victories now, and you would consider one step already on their way into getting to the second round. Well done, Kazakhstan. Commiserations to Qatar. They live to fight another day. Their battle with Iraq in the third window will be the all-important one for them. If they win that, they will qualify for the second round. If they lose by a certain number, it will go into a nip and tuck with points differential. It will be them and Iraq, you feel, for bottom place in this group. And that third window will be all telling for the futures of these two clubs. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful second half. The Velodrome here in Astana has been a perfect setting for what's been a great game. 17 of 37 Kazakhstan from the three-point line. That is the story of the game for sure. 52 against 35 rebounded, 32 against 11, 32 assists for the game for Kazakhstan. And turnovers very even, 16 to 14. I think Kazakhstan had more turnovers the first half than Qatar. That would evened it out the second half. But 96 to 63. Yagali led the in points. He hit 6 of 9 from three-point line. Yagali, Marchuk in rebounds. And Marchuk in steals too. Mutsagaliev had 5 turnovers. Most of those were the first half, really. But what a performance. Leading scorers, well, we know Yagali had 22. Zhigulin hit his fair share of threes. He had 4 of 4 from downtown. And Kasherbak off the bench went 4 of 7 from downtown. Saad Khalid double figures only for Qatar. But what a second half performance. 32 in the third, 31 in the fourth. 63 points in the second half for Kazakhstan. We'll leave you with some replays, but what a performance. Really enjoyable game just for the fact that the shooting came alive the second half for Kazakhstan. They're going to be a team to watch, no doubt, and possibly punch their way into the World Cup in China with these victories here. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. More action to come for the next 2 days of World Cup qualifying on the journey to China 2019. See you later.